Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yasin Mohammed Hassan from the Master of Protective Security Management program. My research proposal is student awareness of integrated physical security system and its relationship with the perceived safety at IIUM Gombak Campus. This study focuses on whether students' knowledge and understanding of campus security arrangement are related to how safe they feel in their daily campus experience. I will begin with the background and motivation, then explain the research problem and gap. After that, I will present the research questions and objectives, then select literature, and, and then the conceptual framework and hypothesis, and finally methodology, expected contribution, and main references. The central idea is that security systems may be present, but their presence alone may not determine how safe students feel, and student awareness of how those systems work may also matter. Um, Campus safety has both physical and psychological dimensions. Students use lecture rooms, libraries, residential areas, parking spaces, and public roads at different times, including at night. Universities therefore rely on several connected measures such as CCTV, access control, security patrols, alarms, emergency communication, and lighting. However, students may not always know the purpose of these measures, how to obtain help, or how the different components support one another. This study will establish a student-facing baseline at the IIUM Gombak by measuring what the students know and how that awareness is related to perceived safety. If we look through the research problem and gap, the research problem is not that IIUM has no security. No, we are not saying that. The problem is that there is limited evidence about students' awareness of the integrated security system and its relationship with the perceived safety. We have here four gaps are identified. First is conceptually security commands are often examined separately. Second is empirically. Awareness is rarely measured across several connected dimensions. Third is contextually. And finding from other institutions cannot automatically represent IIUM Gombak. And fourth is methodologically, and few studies combine descriptive measurements, correlation, and multiple regression in one aligned design. Therefore, a campus-specific quantitative study is needed. If you look through our research questions and objectives, this study has 4 research questions and 4 margin objectives. First, it measures the level of students' awareness of integrated physical security system. Second, it assesses the level of the perceived safety. Third, it examines whether overall awareness is significantly related to perceived safety. Fourth, it identifies which awareness dimensions and significantly predict perceived safety. As you can see from here, the first 2 questions will use descriptive statistics, the third one will use Pearson correlation, and the fourth will use multiple regression. The main hypothesis is expected a significant positive relationship, but the study will not claim causation or a reason because the design is cross-sectional. And recent literature supports the importance of this topic. Ahsan and colleagues and Safalanian, they show that safety knowledge, communication, and safety culture matter. And Durudulu and colleagues, they discuss surveillance, awareness, and privacy, while Birchway and colleagues examine access control systems. Shari and colleagues, together with Bang and Zhang, they highlight safety, lighting, visibility, and campus design. Also, Roberts and colleagues connect security practices with specificity, while Obil and Mafusa show that trust, legitimacy, and student rights also influence acceptance. The main gap is that these studies do not provide one integrated awareness model that is tested specifically at IIUM Gombak. For our framework, we have an independent variable, which is student awareness of integrated physical school system. As we can see from here, it has 6 dimensions: CCTV and surveillance, access control, security, personnel and patrols, emergency communication, lighting, and environmental security, and understanding how the system is work together. The dependent variable is perceived safety, that is measured through daytime safety, nighttime safety, academic buildings, and residential areas, confidence in emergency response, and trust in security personnel. As you can see from here, H1 tests the overall relationship from H1A to H1F, as you just seen it. They examine which individual awareness dimensions make a significant statistical contribution when analyzed together. For our methodology, the study will use a quantitative cross-sectional survey at IIUM Gombak Campus. Our target population is undergraduate and postgraduate students aged 18 or above, and proportion stratified sampling is preferred. Why? So that students from different kulliyas and levels of study are represented. The design is suitable because it allows the researcher to measure current awareness and safety perception at one point in time. The analysis will include descriptive statistics and Pearson correlation and multiple regression. Again, the study examines relationships and statistical prediction, not any casual impact. For our sampling, and it is an instrument, the official student population will be verified through an authorized IIUM source, so no population figure is invented. For the main analysis, we use the G times power for multiple regression with 6 predictors and an effective size of f squared 0.10, alpha of 0.05, and a power of 0.80, which gives us a minimum of 143 usable responses. So basically, to allow for incomplete responses, the target is at least 179 completed questionnaires. The instruments contains 8 demographic items, 18 awareness items, and 12 perceived safety items using a 5-point Likert scale from strongly disagree to strongly agree. For the validity, and research quality will be protected in several ways. First, 3 to 5 experts. The first thing is that the 3 to 5 experts will review the questionnaire for clarity, relevance, coverage, and sensitivity. Second will be a pilot study with approximately 20 to 30 students will test completion time and item interpretation. Third, internal consistency will be assessed using Chromebacks alpha with 0.70 as the minimum acceptable threshold. Obviously, participation will be volunteer with the informed and consent. Obviously, it will be anonymous and secure. The question will not ask about confidential camera locations, patrol schedules, or any operational vulnerabilities. Why? Because the purpose of the study is to study and student awareness and perceived safety, not anything sensitive security operations. For data analysis and expected contribution, we have and for research question 1 and 2, and mean is we'll be using means, standard deviation, and frequencies will describe awareness and perceived safety. And Pearson correlation will test the direction and strength of the overall relationship. Multiple regression will identify which of the 6 awareness dimensions significantly and predict its perceived safety. Academically, the study contributes a multidimensional model connecting integrated security awareness with the perceived safety in higher education. But practically, the findings may guide students' orientation, emergency communication, signage, patrol engagement, campus safety planning. What's the goal of this? The goal is to get a useful evidence for decision making without exposing any sensitive security information. And this is our reference from 22 to now. And to conclude this, the study will examine whether students who better understand IIUM integrated physical security arrangements also tend to feel safer and which awareness dimension matter most. Thank you. That's all. Assalamu alaikum.